Good morning, children. Chapter 8 quadrilateral. We are already started one theorem. The second important theorem is a diagonal of the parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. That means properties of the parallelogram are starting from here onwards. Diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. So what is given in the question? Parallelogram is given. So we will write here ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. To prove, so diagonal divides the parallelogram into two congruent triangles. We have written that a given ABCD is a parallelogram. To prove these two triangles are congruent. So we don't know the order. So what we will write? Triangle ABC and a triangle ADC are congruent. We can take it as a construction only, join diagonal, but diagonal divides the parallelogram, it's already told. So if you mention or not mention, that doesn't matter too much. So here next we can go proof only. So what is the definition of a parallelogram? Says definition of the parallelogram says that two pair of opposite sides are parallel. Two pair of opposite sides are parallel in a quadrilateral, then it is called a parallelogram, right? In a quadrilateral, two pair of opposite sides are parallel. So that we can mark in the figure. By definition, AB parallel to DC and similarly BC parallel to AD. Two pair of opposite sides are parallel. Now we cannot use equal directly here because we are proving based on the theorem only. So proof I have written. Which are the triangles I should consider? In triangle ABC and a triangle ADC. Right? ABC, I'll take angle A. Angle A equal to angle C. Why I can write that one? Because it is already given that these two are parallel lines only. So if I write angle A equal to angle C, it is alternate interior angle C. Because this is the transversal. From the transversal to the line, here this first angle I have taken is A, so the transversal is AC only, but the line is AB. So from the transversal to the line, so angle A equal to angle C. Similarly ABC, C is coming, right? So I'll write C equal to angle A. If you go for the three letter, you can write angle CAB and ABC like that, but it is difficult. This is easiest way, use one letter. So angle A, it is a half or more than half, it is there, not complete angle A is there, but we can write angle A equal to angle C by using the property of the parallel lines. That means both the criteria is based on alternate interior angle. Alternate interior angles are equal. Now what about AC? AC is common. ABC means AB, BC, AC. AC is coming. ADC means AD, DC, AC. So we don't have the information about these two sides are equal or not. Actually we know that it is going to be equal only, but we are proving this theorem on the basis of the definition. So we have written that alternate interior angles are equal. Now what is the next point? We should write AC equal to AC. So it is common. So triangle ABC is congruent to, what is the order means? Always when you are taking the parallelogram into two triangles, means when we are taking A and then C will come. If it is A we are taking here, C will come. So alternate. So A and C we can change here. Angle A equal to angle C. Angle C is equal to A. So which letter is left there? CDA. So we got triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA by, okay, criteria how we can check? Angle and the side, because when we are talking about A and C, it is on the same side, so the included side only. ASA criteria, these two triangles are congruent, hence proved. Okay, so what we have to do here, we have to join the diagonals. By joining the diagonal, the quadrilateral or parallelogram, we can say in this question, parallelogram is divided into two triangles. What is to be proved? Because these two triangles are congruent. For that, what we have taken, the definition of the parallelogram only we can use now, because quadrilateral ABCD, when we are taking the definition, two pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. Equal we cannot use it, only two pair of opposite sides are parallel. So we already marked in the figure the parallel concept. Now we are going for the angles. Angle A equal to angle C and angle C is equal to angle A. What is the reason? Alternate interior angles. Now we got two angles. Third angle not possibility for us. So what is the side? We can take AC equal to AC common side. So we got two angles and one side. The side is also included angle. So what we can conclude here, triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA by ASA criteria hence proved. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal as a theorem we have to prove. So in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal means what I should write? A given ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, to prove AB equal to DC, BC equal to AD. So the same concept we are using here, the last theorem, that is the construction diagonal AC is joined. So join AC, right? So the same way we are doing the proof only, so almost the same step only, but we should write because it's the theorem only. So what is the in triangle ABC? Two triangles name, a triangle ABC and a triangle ACD. Now I'll mark the angles name here. Angle A equal to angle C. Now what is the second criteria? This angle equal to here this side angle C only, right? So the first angle in triangle ABC, which is the equal angle, I have marked angle A, and a triangle ABC, the second angle is angle C. So the name of the triangle correctly I should write ABC and ADC. Okay, if I am writing angle A from ADC, which angle is equal? Angle C. Now if I am writing angle C, the angle A is equal here. The same reason, alternate interior angles. So if you are having any doubt, I'll mark here because it's a parallelogram, means we can already mark the parallel sign by definition. Okay, alternate interior angles are equal. Now what is the common side? AC equal to AC. Therefore, triangle ABC. So, I'll give a hint for you. ABC, when you are writing, in place of A, you can write a C, and in place of C, we can write A. So, directly we can write first. So, CDA is the triangle, both are congruent by criteria ASA. Now, what we have to prove here? Opposite sides are equal. So, if I am writing here AB equal to CD only by CPCT. Similarly, if I am writing BC, so what you can say that DA, CPCT. So AB and CD as well as BC and DA are opposite sides only. So we can write that by this CPCT, opposite sides are equal. Hence, proved. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, we have to prove. We already know this as a concept because in lower classes we have studied that opposite sides are equal and parallel in a parallelogram. Now we are telling that by the definition of the parallelogram, we can write this much only. Two pair of opposite sides are parallel. We cannot write for sides and the remaining angles and all, whatever the properties there. It's a property, so we need to prove. So here ABCD is a parallelogram is given and the diagonal is joined. So ABCD is is the parallelogram is divided into two triangles ABC and ADC. So now the proof will be same as our last theorem only. In triangle ABC and triangle ADC, angle A equal to angle C, that is alternate interior angle. Similarly, angle C is equal to angle A. Again, one more alternate interior angles. Both are equal because the parallel property. Now AC equal to AC common side. Therefore, triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA by ASA criteria. Then we will write AB. What is the AB equal to CD? Similarly, BC equal to DA. What we got from here, opposite side of the parallelogram are equal, hence proved. Theorem 8.3. If each pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is equal, then it is a parallelogram. That means it's a converse of the previous theorem. In the last theorem what we have studied, in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. Now we are saying that if opposite sides of the quadrilateral is equal, then it is a parallelogram. That means ABCD is a quadrilateral also, and also opposite sides are equal. AB equal to DC and BC equal to AD. So I'll write here AB equal to CD, BC equal to AD, right? Now what is to be proved here? To prove ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. No construction. We can do the construction here because construction is not given in the question. Only the sides are parallel. It is given join AC. Okay. Now proof. Okay. Triangle ABC, same way in triangle ABC and triangle ADC. Triangle ABC and triangle ADC. AB equal to which side? AB equal to CD. Okay. BC equal to AD. AC equal to AC. So what are the reason? It is given, again given, common. Okay, now triangle ABC is congruent to, now we should check the order. The first and the last is having a letter is common. So which letter is common in CD and AC? C only. So for A it is C. Again parallelogram property we can know that instead of C you can write A only. Now what is the letter left? Is CDA. So now criteria is all three are sides only. So SSS criteria. Now what we have to prove? It is a parallelogram we have to prove. Now by SSS criteria we have proved. Now what is the CPCT here? Because already sides we have already used for proving the theorem. Now about angles we can say angle ABC. Here it is triangle ABC is there. If I am writing CAB, angle CAB equal to angle ACD. That means CAB this and angle ACD. So here, so this is CPCT only. Now similarly I can use the same way ACB. ACB equal to angle CACB means A, the last letter CAD. Now see the figure. ACB means this angle 2 I mark, and similarly CAD. Okay, so actually we cannot mark, this is the result only, it is not given in the figure. So for your understanding I have written these two CPCT. Now from these two CPCT, what is the conclusion we can write? Alternate interior angles are equal. So what is the lines, which lines are parallel? AB parallel to CD. right? Now similarly we can join BD and we can prove that AD parallel to BC. We are doing only one proof, so we got one pair of opposite side is parallel. Now the another side means we should get we have to join BD and we should prove that AD and BC are equal. So what we have to write parallel, sorry, AD and BC are parallel. So similarly join BD and we can prove that AD parallel to BC. Now see this first equation and the second equation. Using 1 and 2, what is the conclusion we can make? ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, so the three sides are equal criteria we have used. So triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA, because the question itself it is given that in the quadrilateral opposite sides are equal. So the third side as a common we can take. So triple S criteria, these two triangles are congruent. Now what we can write, already three sides over, only angles left for CPCT. We are taking that A equal to C and C equal to A. If you check in the figure, both pairs are alternate interior angles only. So what we can write, AB parallel to CD. Now we got only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Now what is required? One more pair. So for that, join BD and the similar steps we can do, and we can show that AD parallel to BC. Using 1 and 2, what is the conclusion? Two pair of opposite sides are parallel, so ABCD is a parallelogram. Now what we have to prove here, all the three theorems we have proved now. What is the first theorem? Diagonal divides the parallelogram into two congruent triangles. Second theorem, it was opposite sides are equal. Third theorem was the converse of the second theorem. When the opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. So all these theorems proof almost similar only. So the proof is different from one to one, because we have to take certain steps that you will get by practice only. So with this, today's class I am winding up. Thank you.